What's up, guys? So this isn't really an episode per se of Project Renaissance Man, but it's in the same vein as Project Renaissance Man because it has to do with self-improvement, and I just want to let you guys know and demonstrate that I'm always up on my homework, and I'm not slipping, and all these things I tell you guys and I talk to you guys about, it's a lot of stuff that I like to try to practice. I try my best to practice it, and I can honestly say that I am pretty proud with the progress. I feel that I do a pretty good job of upholding the things that I share with you guys that I hope for all of us to uphold, just so that we can become the best versions of ourselves. So with that being said, I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to do a little miniature book review, just to show you guys that I am doing my shit. I'm not slacking in any way. But I just finished this book by Kazuo Ishiguro. I don't know if that's how you say it, but he's a Japanese author. The book's called The Buried Giant, and look at that cover. Beautiful cover. And so I'm just going to go over it real quick and then give it a rating. And my rating is going to be, since I really like academic sort of shit, I'm going to play it off as like letter grade. We're going to do a letter grade system. So I'll let you know what I'm going to give this book, but at first I want to start off by filling you guys in a little bit on it and why it's so great. So I kind of gave away my letter grade, huh? Or implied that it's going to probably get stamped with a nice, I'm not going to say it. But anyways, what it's about is it's got such a cool concept to it, for one. It's about this fog, mainly about this fog that takes over a large part of where these characters reside. And it takes place, you got the Saxons and the Britons, all right? And so there's a little history there, and the wars that they waged against each other, and the atrocities they had committed against one another. And so anyways, what happens is this fog settles in, and it's an amnesia-inducing fog. Ever since this fog showed up, people are very forgetful. They don't even know what happened one day to the next, let alone their history. You know, which is where the story really gets interesting. And what Ishiguro does so well is he leaves a lot of open-ended things in there, but not to the point that you're not spurred forward. That he just sprinkles these breadcrumbs out in front of you, and you just want to keep following them to see where they're going to take you. And there's so many things going on at once, and it's almost like he intended to have this effect on the reader, to make you almost like you don't even know what's going on, almost like you lost your own memory, you know, just as the people in this book have. And it's really cool because it's like an immersive effect. It gets you to feel like you are a participant, that you are one of these people. You're not separated from the book. As an outside reader, you're actually inside the book. So that was a really cool effect he had in the book. And it's got your fantasy, so you got your ogres, and you got some really cool creatures in there. A lot of like just really cool monsters that the characters encounter, and different things, and the characters are pretty sweet. Like, he has, for the most part, he's got a handful of main characters, I guess you could say. And each one of them's pretty cool. My favorite has to be Sir Gawain. Yes, Sir Gawain does make a presence in this book. It's freaking awesome. I like his character a lot. What I think Ishiguro does very well is he shows the human condition, and from multiple perspectives. So you're going to see humanistic trials that Gawain's undergoing. And then you're also going to see humanistic trials that two of his other characters are undergoing, such as Beatrice and Axel. And those two characters are the starting characters who he begins the story with. And they're aged, and so they have their own dealings, their own things they're dealing with. And then you got Wyston and, damn it, what's the boy's name? Edmund. So you got all these characters, and they all have their own things they're dealing with at respective of the phases that they're at in their lives, and what characters of those ages would probably be going through. And then you got this fog that just takes it to a whole other level and adds another layer to it. Yeah, it's a really awesome book. And even the way he writes, like, it almost makes me feel like it's almost scriptural. Or if any of you guys have ever read Voltaire's Candide, it reads almost like that, almost like an older book. Very storybook feel to it, the way he tells the story. And which is very appropriate. It's very fitting. And it's just it's got a mix of things. It's got some fantasy, it's got some history, and then of course it's got its literary elements, So I would give it an A. I want to give it an A+, but A+ to me is reserved for something that's damn near perfect. And a lot of people would say that's damn near perfect, but I'm just going to reserve that for other books, because I feel like I have read other books that I believe to be better, and I'm not saying that because I like them better, because I will be unbiased when it comes to that. So I will be able to tell you if I think a book is better, despite the fact that I may not like it as much as another book. But yeah, in all fairness, I would give that an A. So get your hands on it, guys. Kazuo Ishiguro, The Buried Giant. And so the next book I'm going to be chasing, I'm going to get it hardcover because it just came out. Marlon James's Black Leopard, Red Wolf. Oh my God, the cover looks so nice. And I like Marlon James a lot. He wrote a book called A History of Seven Killings, which has to do with Bob Marley and an assassination attempt made on Bob Marley. And it sounds really freaking good. I only read pieces of it. So I don't know if I want to start with that or if I want to get his newest book. A part of me really wants to grab that new book, man. It's fantasy. It's got some African folklore in it. And he's a Jamaican author. And anyways, that's all I got for you guys. Have a great night until the 31st episode. Later.